You know what? Heck with it. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. That's stinky. I don't want to do that. Hiya, Mon. Thank you so much, Amir Keen, for 15 months of being a type 1 diabetic. Thank you for your support. Give me just a second. I'm locking the frick in. Okay. Yippee! Hiya! It's me! Daiya Fortuna! I exist! Hello! Thank you, Rosenick, for 7 months. Thank you! Silent Hill F. Yeah, we're not Silent Hilling today. I'm so sorry. I wanted to Silent Hill F. Things got rescheduled. Life happens. It'd be like that. I'm real. I exist. I know it's crazy, right? It's been a little bit. You may have perhaps even thought that perhaps I was not existing of the thing anymore, but I would like to pleasantly surprise you with the fact that I am living and existing. Yeah. How was the trip? It was good. It was good. I had a great time. I got to share. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just got back and I have myself a wee bit of beverage, and apparently that beverage is making me burp. Hello, it's me, Daiya Fortuna. Hello, everyone. Have you missed me? Be honest. So good to see you. Did I bring you souvenirs? Is my presence not enough of a gift for you, Mons? Thinking very quietly and judgmentally. What kind of beverage? It's water with caffeine-free gamer subs in it. You missed me. Aww. You flatter me. I'm sure that you did just fine without me, but I'm very glad to be back all the same. I had a really good time on my trip, but I really missed getting to spend time with Mon. Ooh, I just opened something accidentally. No, NVIDIA control panel. Cease. So I'm very glad to be back. I'm very thankful. It's been a Daiya-less week so far? What do you mean? Monday, we did a stream on Mons. Did you not watch the VOD if you weren't awake for it? Because it was super duper early in the morning. It was at 6 a.m. PST. It was right before I left on my journey. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hi, and Daiya Fortuna always sounds like a car deal. Like, welcome in. Oh, well, I don't know why it said raid. That's weird. Anyways, I maybe need to figure that out a little bit. That might be a bug with the raid system. I have a raid system. There's not raiders. There's a I had a bunch of stuff recently get set up. Sorry for the confusion. Nancy, thank you so much for 14 months of being a type 1 diabetic. I can't believe I'm in the presence of a VTuber who went outside and touched those nefarious blades of grass. I almost said glades of brass, which is not that at all. But honestly, with my familiarity with going out and touching grass, it might as well be. But yeah, I went on a little trip, and it was really fun. But I've really missed getting to spend time with Mons. There are some small changes that have been made to specifically the YouTube and the Twitch chat. I have some like little bots that go on little timers, and they let you know of like the website, like my website, and like the Discord server and stuff. Which my manager, she helped me get set up, and then the head of my, like, essentially my tech support, she helped with, like, it's really nice. Actually, this isn't related to the trip or anything like that. I mean, kind of, but essentially, when I started with my new manager, she and I were talking about like what kind of things I wanted and needed to have done. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, here's the dilemma I'm facing. I was like, I really would like to have a community server, but I also know that, like, because I had gotten like really nice Maros from Monmons, and I'd gotten lots of messages about like, oh, Daiya, when are you going to make a Discord server? And I was like, And Monmons had like, there were Monmons who were like, oh, like, who sent in Maros like, oh, we're gonna make a community server. And I was like, that makes sense. But at the same time, what if, like, I don't think Monmons are ever gonna do anything bad, but like, wouldn't it be good to have like a little bit of oversight of that? Because, like, you know, Monmons are my little guys, and I want to make sure that you're safe and that you're protected. And I can only do so much in that regard, but you know, it would be nice to be able to, like, you know, have a modicum of, like, you know, I don't know. I thought it would be valuable. I don't know how to explain that in a way that makes sense, but so I asked Taifo and Toki, and we came together to like a really good conclusion, because I was like, I want to make a server where Monmons can have fun together and hang out, like a little community environment, where you can all yap and have fun. And I know that some Monmons have had problems with like the announcements on YouTube not working. Like sometimes you get notified really late, or you don't get notified at all, even if you have notifications on. So this kind of helps to mitigate that, hopefully. Obviously I do the Twitter posting too, but I really wanted to like figure out a way to do that. And so thankfully, Taifo and Toki have made it possible for me to, like, for lack of better word, be like a figurehead. I like that sounds kind of bad, but like genuinely I was like I want the little guys to have a server. I want to post announcements in that server. Can you help me make that happen? Can you help me, because I'm only one person and oversight has to happen. Can you just, like, could you do that? Could you do that for me? Could you do that for me? could you help me with that? Thankfully, that's the joys of having management. And you know, having my manager. You know, and so all of the, like, oh, thank you for holidays for 14 months. Yay, welcome back to it. Thank you. And so that's the really nice thing, is like a lot of stuff with, like, for example, like screening of the new moderators. We had the big mod applications a while back, and we had some like onboarding and some figuring out of stuff, because we had to move from like there was like an old, you know, had to get everything like situated, right, and like make sure that, like, you know, the old mods and the new mods all knew what was going on and all that stuff. And thankfully, my managers, both my previous managers and my current managers, have been able to help me with that, so that I can focus on the content side of things, which is what I really want to do. But I'm very, very thankful to everyone who has been so kind and has been so supportive of me and has helped me out. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for 6 months of being a type 1 diabetic clam. What do you mean I've been a member for 6 months already? That's crazy, isn't it? Time flies when you're having fun, truly. Compound Snake, thank you for the 5, for the soup ups. I don't know why I said 5. I almost said 5 gifted. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Welcome back, Daiya. We're all biting each other. Yeah, have fun. Have fun doing that. Every once in a while, I do a little peek. I do a little stare. It's kind of fun. I feel like, that little snot-nosed kid in, Finding Nemo. The one who, the little girl with the braces who shakes the bag with the fish in it. I feel a little bit like that. Only in the sense that, like, every once in a while, I'll, like, peek in there. I'll peek to see how the Monmons are doing. Just to see, what are the Monmons up to? What is Big Daiya's watching? What are the Monmons doing? You know? I shake the baggie and then I leave. Yeah. Staring from the casino Pantopticon. Yeah. No way, my Oshi gets in the chair and just watches. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm like, wait, no, you're right, because I get into like the like evil maniacal like villain like grand schemer chair, yeah. But everything else I have help with, which is really amazing and really nice. And it's one of the reasons why I'm really thankful that I have a manager. We're in the draw, and you are the giant who eats us for a snack. Yeah. Expecting a Daiya Yap channel, you're just posting your thoughts, but then I realized that's already your existing Yap account. Yeah, no, I want it to be a place for Mon-Mons to have fun and be silly. I know that, like, by it being, like, the Daiya Fortuna official channel, there may be some, like, expectations or something, but, again, it's official because of the fact that I'm having my management keep an eye on everything, and I'm having them, like, you know, communicate to mods and everything like that, which I really appreciate, and I'm very thankful to everyone who's making it possible. But, like, that way, you know, it's nice, it's balanced, and it's also streamlined, because I'm not gonna lie, I've had some conversations with my tech specialist, my tech help, Toki, and I'm not going to lie, I'm so thankful for her because I am constantly so confused all the time. She taught me how to do something recently. I got into like a tech meeting, and I sat down and I was like, here's this thing, and I could break it down into if and statements of like if thens, and like I can tell you like if this happened, then this need to happen, or if else's, right? I can break that down, but I don't know how to actually translate that into what I'm looking for. And we had like a big talk about it, and thank goodness for like having people who are more skilled than I to help out, because genuinely I was sitting there scratching my head, scratching my little noggin, having no idea where I was going or what I was doing, so really helped. Sending us to a Poke Ranch Digifarm. Just, I want Mon-Mons to have fun. It's like Mon-Mon daycare. It's like Mon-Mon daycare. Geronimo, thank you so much for 2 months of being a type 1 diabetic. It's 11 a.m. here, currently having Maggi noodle for breakfast after doing some house chores. How's your day? My day's been lovely. I don't know what a Maggi noodle is, but I hope that you're enjoying it. Streaming tech is so complicated, really. You know, it might just be my little small brain, but like, it genuinely, I feel like I need to learn more things constantly. Said if and statements, the game flow. What? Oh, we're said if and statements for the game floor in the Discord. No, actually, I told her when we were like working on we wrote like a mock-up plan a while back for like what kind of things do you want in the server, and I was like, I don't know. Most of it's gonna be like eventually like what do other people want? I don't know how that works. I don't know. But eventually I sat down and I was like, games. And she was like, what? And I said, I had no articulation other than games. Bots with games. How do we make it so that the casino has games? I don't know. I felt like a grandma. I felt like Granny Fortuna. Sometimes I have to teach Granny Fortuna how her phone works, and honestly, that's how it felt. It felt like me. I was Granny Fortuna for a moment because I had no idea how that worked. I was like, I just put games on it. put games on it. I don't know. Do they have card games? I don't know. Put the games in there. I don't know. And thankfully it worked out. It happened. Fortuna blah blah. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Okay, Granny Fortuna, let's go. But no. Ban them. Ban the thought from your head. Don't ban them. Don't ban Mon-Mons. Don't ban Mon-Mons. But you know, Mon-Mons, ban that thought from your head. Don't even. Gotta. Oh, coughed instead of like going. I wanted to go. And instead I went. That's right. You made me so angry that in my attempt to anger sip my drink, Mon-Mons, I coughed on you. It's gross. Could transmit germs. Make you sick. That's not good, Mon-Mons. What if you're immune to Mon-Mon compromised, huh? Yeah. 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 What then, huh? What then, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Don't say that to him. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna start chewing on the bars. I'm gonna start going crazy. Hello, hiya. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit arson. I'm used to the coughs I already once. Violet. Does Violet cough regularly on stream? I don't think I've ever paid that much heed to it. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't think I've ever really noticed. Granted, it may just be because of the fact that I spend way too much time hanging out with her, so my brain just kind of filters it. Pardon me. You have Mon-Mons, Ophelia. I'm so sorry for laughing over that. That's not. That's a serious condition, but like also. You're watching from Japan. Well, ohayo. じゃあまだ午後になっちゃったね。もうちょっと昼ご飯時間ぐらいね。Well, it's already really late, huh? It's not really good morning anymore. おはようじゃなくて、こんにちは。こんにちは。So is diabetes. Diabetes also. That's true. That's true. Mama. She makes us open our mouth? You want your mouth to get coughed into? That's kind of gross. Mon-Mons, there's like bacteria and like particles from your mouth that get transferred into the other person's mouth. It's reminding me of that really, really traumatizing scene from Chainsaw Man, which is far more extreme than coughing into someone's mouth, but still very gross. All the same. Have you ever worked with asbestos? Your Mon family may be entitled to compensation. No! Please stay away from the asbestos Mon-Mons, please. No matter how yummy and delicious it looks, please cease. It's like a baby bird getting fed but microorganisms, yeah. I approve of her open mouth policy. Does she open mouth breathe? Like, does she breathe? Like, does she... No. Not all the time open mouth, just when she coughs, right? Do not try to understand the freak Mon. I guess. To each their own, I guess. But the mouth feels so good. What do you mean? Huh? Okay. Oh, okay. So nuclear radiation's okay, but she draws the line as asbestos? Shake my head. Yeah, Mon-Mons. It's cool when I do it. It's not cool when you do it. Be careful. Protect yourself. Jeez. But without asbestos, how will I become immune to fire? You're not supposed to eat it. Oh, jeez, Mon-Mons. So, I went on vacation, and I was really excited because I went somewhere where there was beignets. I went somewhere that's very famous for a myriad of things, but two of them being alcohol and beignets. And I consumed a wee bit of each. I consumed a wee bit of each. And it was really, really nice. I had one drink per day. One of them was a Fat Tuesdays Monster Dog, which is 3 feet of alcohol. I did drink it by myself. Mama Fortuna dared to look at me in the Fat Tuesdays as I went in to go get my little frozen treat, my frozen alcoholic treat. And Mama Fortuna looked at me and went, haha, look at those huge giant ones. Surely no one can drink one of those. And little did Mama Fortuna know that once I'd had one before, and I had conquered it. Again, because of a bet. And then a friend of mine, she made to me, she was like, "That's a crazy big drink. Surely no one can drink that." And I was like, "Oh really? Oh really? We must do some science. We must exert the scientific method. We have to perform an experiment right here and right now." And I did it. And I did it. And so then, it could not be helped. It had to happen again, but this time with a bigger drink. Firewinka, thank you so much for 12 months of being a type 1 diabetic. Outside? The scary place? I'm so glad you survived the horrors that are out there. Thank you so much. I did my best, and I returned home to Monmon's. And I'm really proud to be back home. The highest stakes bet of, I don't think you can. And I conquered it again. I did! If we had a nickel for every time Daiya drank 3 feet of alcohol, we'd have nickels. We'd have 2 nickels! Which is a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, huh? Yeah, I don't think that was a challenge. No, it wasn't, but it was one of those things where it was like, I looked at the prices. I don't know if you've ever looked into the logistics of how much it is to purchase like a long dog at a Fat Tuesdays Monmon's, but it's like $5 more. It's genuinely like Mama Fortuna got her little frozen daiquiri in like a cute little cup, like a cute little themed cup, and hers was like $14. It was like a $14 cup, and it was like a normal sized cup. And then for $22 Monmon's, I could get the 3-foot one. So like if you think about it, Monmon's, it's buying it both exactly. It's like Costco Monmon's. It was great. If I'm already going to be spending expensive money on drink, I may as well. It's economical, yeah. Yeah. Most of the time, if you want to go to a bar and you want to order a cocktail, it's like $14 for a cocktail, right? And then on top of that, if you wish to experience like a rosy glow, you traditionally have to have 2 or 3 of those bad boys. If you're like, you know, of a higher tolerance. I had 1 drink. I was laying on the floor. I went non-verbal. We went, right after, I took my little drinky drink and we were walking back to the hotel. And I'm drinking my drinky drink. And Mama Fortuna's like, "That's a lot of drink. Are you gonna be okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good." Because at this point, I'm locked in. This is not just a funny, casual tee-hee-ha-ha. This is the Olympics, okay? This is my chance. This is my opportunity, okay? I'm proving something, okay? It's important, okay? So, Mama and Papa Fortuna are like, "Okay, weird, but all right, whatever, sure, yeah." So, we get back, right? By this point, I'm like half done, 2/3. I don't know. Anyways, it resulted in me laying on the floor in the entryway for like an hour and a half, and I spent like pretty much the entire time just like, if I wasn't like disassociating on the floor staring at the ceiling, I was sending Monmon's I was on my little yap Twitter, my funny little alternate, and I was posting photos because I have an alternate Twitter. I have like a yap account exclusively because I tweet too much to normally to have like on my main account. Yeah, lightweight. She drank 3 feet. I think most anyone would be drunk after 3 feet of alcohol. Yeah. The tiny pewter. Yeah, I was on my tiny pewter, my tiny phone pewter. I became Daiya Fortuna for a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. That was the most I drank though. The rest of the time I had like 1 drink with dinner. Like I had an alcoholic beverage called a hurricane. And that was very nice. It's a tropical, so it's made with rum. Very good, very good. That one was really nice and fruity. I had another one that I didn't know was grape, but I should have known because it was purple. And that was honestly my bad. but I really don't like grape flavored things. So that was not a great experience for me. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So that was bad. That was rough. That was a time and a half. Also, Monmons, yapping. Yap Twitter. Is yapping. That's my Yap Twitter. It's not a secret or anything like that. It's just an account that I post all of my thoughts. What the fuck? I am my messages on my auto thing on. I'm gonna have to talk to my manager about that. I don't know why that's happening. I type in my own chat. I get a message that says thank you for the raid, Daiya Fortuna. What? Hey, that don't make no sense. Grape is usually too grape. Grape's too grape. I agree wholeheartedly. Artificial grape, not good. Very bad. Very bad. Not enjoyable. 0 to 10, do not recommend. Very, very epic, not good. And then the final day, I had a local beer. I don't drink a lot of beer. I'm not a beer person, even remotely actually. But every once in a while, I like to try, like, if I find or if I hear about like a local place, I'm like, you know what? This is like, it's a culture. It's a like a into like the window of the culture, right? Like the local. I don't know. It was really good. It was nice. But yeah, I'm not like a huge beer person, but there's some I like. Yeah. Does Daiya like artificial coconut? Not as much as I like real coconut, but artificial coconut's not too bad. I like the fruity ales and that's about it. Beers though, so bitter. Yeah, sometimes you can find like a really nice fruit-infused blonde. If you're a fruity ale person, I would say that a fruit-infused blonde is really good because it's not super hazy and hoppy. But I will say I do sometimes like a citrus, like a hazy IPA every once in a while. But I am definitely more of a ciders, wines, cocktails person. But yeah. I've never had real coconut, but I love artificial. Oh, that's real. I've had dried coconut. I don't know if I've ever had like real moist coconut. That's not the right one. Not really. They just typically do whatever and go ham on the local pandering and that's it. That's true, but I really like specifically I like to try different experimental brews, if that makes sense. Have I had Red's apple ale? I believe that I have had it before, but I haven't regularly had it or anything like that. Tried pumpkin ale a few weeks ago. Was okay. Tastes like pie. That sounds really good. I'm not going to lie. I want mead. Oh, I love mead so much. I want to do a mead making stream sometime. I think that'd be really fun. I keep talking about it. I need to finally bite the bullet and do it. Darn it. Our coconut's already moist. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I had dried coconut, and then like is regular coconut and moist coconut. We need to be thinking about these things, Mons. Get to the drawing board. Think about it for a second. Logistics, Mons. Where's the logistics, Mons? What is it called, Mons? What is regular coconut called? Daiya branded mead spit sake. True. You're right. I gotta do that one too. I recently watched a video on how mead was made in the medieval times, and it looked fairly easy. It's really not like it's. I've had a few conversations with people who have made mead because I've been looking into trying to get it to figure out. And there's like some websites I've been recommended on how I've been like looking it up on. I've been Googling it, and there's some places that have like starter kits like pre-portioned and everything like that. So. Should get some of that Egyptian ancient honey and make mead with that. If only. I was talking with I was actually talking with Papa Fortuna before I went on the trip. Like I think it was on the way actually. And Papa Fortuna was like, "Hey, did you hear about that thing?" And I was like, "What? What thing?" Did I already tell you the story about the ancient honey? I feel like I did. Maybe this is not before the trip. Maybe this was last week. But Papa Fortuna randomly started talking about the ancient honey. Like, with no context. It was so funny. I did. Yeah. Okay, so it must have been, like, last week. Yeah. I want to consume the ancient honey, but it does make you think, like, Thank goodness. Thank goodness it was honey. Those are the moms were the first to go when we got hungry during the Daiya vacation. Oh no! Oh no! Rest in peace, logistics moms. Daiya is 1.3 lilies, so however many coconuts is that? I don't know. Molten metals looks like the tastiest honey. It does! It's so like perfectly orangey yellow. It's so pretty, but like, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Whatever you do, do not eat it. Do not consume the danger honey, okay? No matter how appealing, do not consume it. Do not touch that. It's bad. Hey, Daiya, hiya, hiya. Reminds me of how people eat mummies as a fun party idea. Yeah. Yeah. Now, would I eat a mummy? Of course. But I'm not saying other people should eat mummies. Nobody should eat mummies. It's bad. But like, if I had been at a mummy party, you know what? This might be a cancelable offense. And that's okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it. Alright? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I know it's ethically and morally wrong. I know that it's bad for the environment and disrespectful to the dead. But like, if you see a mummy and that bandage peels back just a little bit and you see that supple, stanky, jerky skin, and you don't think to yourself, me want bite. Me want ancient Slim Jim. What's the point of life, really? You know? Like, are you... It's just beef jerky? No, it's like pork jerky, Mon-Mons. Have you not... Has nothing about my opulent and extensive career as the ambassador for consensual cannibalism taught you nothing, Mon-Mons? What does human most closely taste like? Beef? Wrong. No. The longest of pig. I've never had pork jerky. We gotta get this. We gotta get that fixed. Would you eat a mummy in the shower? Yeah. Duh. How else are you gonna get to experience all the supple flavors? Pork, but why are you asking? I'm not I'm asking the class, Mon-Mons. It's a rhetorical question. I know the answer, but I'm not sure that you do. Not even 30 minutes in the stream and the cannibal talk is here. Sasuga. Pray on Fortuna. Mochironde. Sour mummy, sour mummy, sour mummy. But if you rehydrate, is it still a mummy? I mean, it's still dead, isn't it? Long, long pig. Oh, wait. I went long, long man, but it's long, long pig. That's so funny. I like that. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you rehydrate a mummy, it's just a really wrinkly corpse. But like, wait, could you bloat a mummy? I'm so intrigued on this prospect. So like, you know that you, like if a body is exposed to like water, right? And decomposition sets in, then like bloating sets in, right? Mummies can't bloat. Do they just become normal? But like, what if you overwater the mummy? Mummy inflation? I don't know. I've got no idea. I think what we need to do is I need a bike pump. I need some water. No. We need multiple syringes. Okay, I've got this. I've got this, Mon-Mons. I'm gonna make a grocery list. We're making a grocery run soon, Mon-Mons. I've got a grocery list. Okay, the grocery list is a box of raisins. I think they sell them in boxes. I don't know. I haven't had them since I was like microscopic, tiny little twinkle in my Mama Fortuna's eyes. But regardless, box of raisins, syringe, full of water, and then bike pump? Maybe? I don't know. That just feels right. And then we could just like... see. We could fuck around and find out, Mon-Mons. See if raisin inflate, explode, question mark? I don't know. I'm so curious. Can't reverse make grapes. Well then, because I think most closely, unmaking grapes, like unmaking a raisin, is the closest thing I'm going to get to unmaking a mummy, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Is that wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that, Mon? Am I... Oh, we should also try submersion techniques. Wait, okay, so test raisin. We gotta write this up like it's a real, I mean, it is real. It's real to me. But, like, this is our scientific thesis. So, we have to have multiple tests, right? I think we should try submersion. So, submersion hydration. And then, obviously, inflation hydration? I don't know what I don't know. And then, what other ways could we do? I don't have a sous vide. If I had a sous vide, we'd be putting raisins in the sous vide to see if we could sous vide a mummy. But unfortunately, I don't have that. Whole jerky, rat, or frog. I'm not doing that, Mon. That's not respectful to animals. Sous vide that mummy. And, the stream titles make themselves. I waterboarded a mummy and it exploded. Throne. Mom, Throne's gonna put, like, a flag on my account if you start putting, like, dissection materials. Wait a minute. Human anatomy dissection. There's gotta be like a dummy for that, right? There's gotta be. Anatomy lab. Medical mannequin for training. Please, I'm begging you. Please. I want nothing more than to perform surgery. I'm so... You can trust me. You can trust me. Surgery practice. Dummy care kit? For children? Well, this is for suturing, which is good. But that's not what I want. I mean, that's also good. But, like, I really wanted, like, for the purposes of stitching up, like stitching up guts. You know? Like, stitching up guts. Ooh, this one's got real, this is not real blood, but it's got, like, practice blood. That's pretty good. Blood return function. Injection practice kit for IV phlebotomy blood draw. Whoa, wait a second. That's pretty good. That's got veins included. But I want specifically, I want to play surgeon simulator in real life. Daiya's FBI agent getting another red alert after having a bit of a break. If I ever need surgery, I know I could probably just die of to maybe not eat some of my organs. Found some articles about rehydrating human remains for forensics. Yeah, we're gonna research this. Can't you use a synthetic watertight pouch and test stuff on that? I mean, true, but it's not as fun. Ballistics dummy. Wait, I've always wanted to stick my fingers in the ballistics jelly. Wait a minute, ballistics dummy. You're so right, Mon. How? Oh, they're so much cheaper. Okay, Mon. Okay, Mon. Okay, Mon, hear me out. It is $95, which is a lot of money. However, get this. Look at how nice it looks. Give me a second. Look at how good this one looks. Wait a second. Is this gore? No. I can show this on YouTube. They have some that bleed internally? Oh. 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 So much. Okay, that one's good. Bleeding. Ballistics dummy. Blood. I want the blood. I mean, I can just set that up myself. Alternatively, the for $52 I can get a 17-pound block of ballistic gel. just a full block. I could just get a head for like $35. That's not bad either. There are definitely worse things. I don't like the rapid targets. They make me sad. I don't want that. But I'm seeing possible. Gun servers use them pretty frequently. Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense for them to be like, you know, taking them out back to the range and just pew 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 pew. Yeah. I've got an idea, Mon-Mons. Mon-Mons, we gotta cook. We gotta cook, Mon-Mons. I have an idea in my stupid little idiot noggin. We cannot be impeded like this. I have to go. Dayasumi. I believe in us. I believe in us, Mon-Mons. Eatable. Edible? No. That one's not. Yeah. These are the kind of ideas you get after a creative break. I will say I am feeling so inspired, which I really needed. I mean, I wasn't able to like fully step away. I did have to like kind of take some breaks in the middle of the trip to be like, oh, I got a notification on an update on a project I'm working on. Give me a second, I gotta take this because I gotta go like message someone or send a file or something like that. But overall, it was really, really nice to just completely relax. And even though there's still things I'm preparing for, and even though there was things I was still like kind of worrying about in the back of my head, it was nowhere near the same level of anxiety that I kind of had gotten myself into, like, not a negative feedback loop, but I'd gotten really anxious because I was really like pressuring myself about making things the best I could and doing the absolute best I could. And I was like, you know what? After this trip and being like, man, you know, it's gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. And the way that it's gonna happen is the way it's meant to be. And if it's not 1,010% perfect, it's fine. You know? There's not anything riding on this other than me and Mon-Mon's satisfaction and happiness. And I know that even if it doesn't all happen exactly when I want it to, I know that Mon-Mon's and I will still get to enjoy it when it does get, you know, when it is ready, when it does work out, you know? So I'm really excited and I'm really having a fun time and I'm really looking forward to it. We are our own worst critics. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it wasn't anything like, you know, it wasn't anything Mon-Mon related. It's never a stress that's put on me by Mon-Mons. It's just, I am genuinely my own worst critic. I can't tell you the number of things in which I've been like, oh, I can't do this because I haven't fully thought it out. And then when the things that I do and I don't fully think them out, I finish them and I end stream and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Like, ugh, I'm so cringe. And it's like, but it was fun, wasn't it? And that's the thing that I have to focus on. Yeah. I see the ballistic dummy T-Rex head. I didn't. Scary. Crazy. Why T-Rexes? They're already dead. Why would you use as a target? They're already dead. They don't exist anymore. Who's gonna tell them? They don't need to practice on aiming on T-Rex heads. Mama, they're gone. They're already. Are the marksmen okay? Are they doing alright? For now. Yeah. Jurassic Park says I'll be back someday. Which dinosaur would you want to eat first? Ooh. Pterodactyl chicken wing. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Daiya's a T-Rex denier. What's next? You're gonna tell us the Mon Claus isn't real? Mon Claus is very real. Mon Claus and I are tight. Because the thing is that Mon Claus and I work together, right? Because Mon Claus can only determine things from the North Pole, the North Mon Pole. And the thing is like, Mon, you have to be nice to me all year because I'm not to be that person, but Mon, I've got quite a bit of sway up there, and if you want little Mon Christmas presents, you better be nice to me. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Otherwise, I can pull some strings, maybe find yourself on a less than favorable list. Yeah. Pterodactyls weren't dinos, they're pterosaurs. Okay, but guess what dinosaur and pterosaurs have in the name, huh? Saurs. And they're all dead now. So I think it's okay. I think it's okay for me to make a swooping generalization over a bunch of creatures that we still don't know what they look like because we keep trying to deny them feathers. You know? Why does Mon Claus live in the North Pole if he only delivers presents to the casino? He's got a vacation home. The weather's better there in the summers. Mon's more temperate. He's retired. Let him live. Tell him to keep me on the naughty list. Might be trying to wipe out them dinos again. Did Santa win to the Thai casino and gamble? Yeah. Hey. Again. You think a retired Mon is not gonna have a crippling amount of casino debt? No. Mons, come on. Dead sword. Or nor. Or nor. Or nor. No such thing as retired. That's true, Mon. You're eternally trapped here. I locked all the doors and you can't reach them even if you jump. Next thing you'll say, the Mon Tooth Fairy ain't real. No, you've met her already, Mon. She's very real. And she extracted like 32 of your teeth. The fact that you're able to eat anything other than pudding cups and applesauce is really impressive. Did you get some dentures? Did you get some dentures? You get some dentures? Are you sure the Santa wasn't from the mall and didn't have any connections to a Red Lilin from Valhalla? Jesus, please don't reference the Mega Santa incident. I'm begging you, please. I'm the stone you can't squeeze blood from. You're never getting payments on that debt. Mons, I don't care if you never pay the debt. You're still just gonna be stuck here. That's where your teeth went? Yeah. As an ancient one, I can say the pension plan based on gambling made me very rich. And yet here you are, stuck. You use rocks. What do you mean you use rocks? Whoa. We're all here regardless of our debt together, yeah. You're all trapped here. And maybe if you're very lucky, like, I'll put a photo of the sun on the skylight and then you can imagine that there's sunlight there. There's not, but you could like imagine as a little treat. In my restless dreams, I see that debt. I want to play game again so bad, Mons. So bad, but I messed up. I was supposed to set up our download of Silent Hill F before I left, and so I genuinely was under the impression that I had done so. My memory is apparently hot garbage because it was very clearly not done. And I got back and was like, oh heck. It was later than anticipated, and in addition to that, now I have to deal with the consequences of oh god, oh god, oh god. So, that's okay. So, instead of stressing myself out about it, I was like, you know what? I had a little bit of, not a crash out. I said a crash out earlier in the chat, but it wasn't really. It was just me being like, come on, me. And then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I was really excited to just yap with Mon-Mons anyways. This is a great excuse to just yap together. And I was lacking and slacking in that department anyways. Daiya, the vitamin D gummies in the shape of casino chips you give us don't replace the sunshine. I don't know, you're still doing fine. You know? Don't even worry about it. The chatting's been fun. Yeah, right? I really like yapping together with Mon-Mons, and I need to stop putting myself under the like big stress of like, I have to talk about cool stuff. I have to talk about cool stuff. It's okay to not. It's okay to just be a silly little guy. It's not gummies, those are just chips. True. Casino chip gummy candy sounds good. It does. I should use those silicone molds that we used for Valentine's last year and try to make some gummies out of them. Maybe I kind of want to use like lemon zest or something to make like a lemon zest gummy. Tell us about vitamin facts. No. Everything you talk about is cool because you have the oh, thank you, Kadok. I don't know if that's true, but I try my best. I don't think outdoor manta rays have red skin. You're a little sunburnt, okay? That's okay. It's fine. Put some aloe vera on you. That's why you can't go outside. You have a really bad skin allergy, Mon. You have a sun allergy and your skin gets real red. See? That's why you can't go outside. That's why you're red, Mon. You can't go outside. If you turn any redder, you're gonna become a lobster. You won't be a Mon anymore. You won't be a stingray. You'll be a lobster. Yeah. Yeah. And then the B-52s will come and they'll get you and they'll beat you with rocks. That's what Rock Lobster was all about. Did you know that? Did you know that the hit song by the B-52s, Rock Lobster, you know, Motion in the Ocean, you know? His air was broke. Yeah, that song? Yeah, that one? Yeah, it's actually about the B-52s and their passion for beating lobsters to death with rocks. So, unless you want to become Rock Lobster, I recommend that you don't go outside. And instead you just stay here in the casino forever and ever and ever. Yeah. Yeah. Big Lobster hated that song. Big Lobster hates to see the B-52s coming. Whoa. Mama with giant lobster claws. Arr! Sorry, my bad. You just have the charisma to make things interesting. Oh, thank you. We're now going to look at paint drying for the next 16 hours. Lobster. Daiya, do you like lobster? I do, but lobster's expensive. I can't normally eat lobster. Yes, Mon-Mons are allergic to their own skin. Yeah, that's right. You got a crazy skin allergy. Remove it. Please don't. Unless. Coolidge almost snuck out. Don't worry, I sealed her back in. Don't worry, Mon-Mons. My powers were they almost escaped from my body for a moment there. But I was able to contain myself at the very last moment, Mon-Mons. I was able to rechannel and regain my strength. Thankfully, I've been outside touching grass, and I've been able to photosynthesize just enough energy to keep the Coolidge powers at bay. I need to start wearing sealing garments. Like an eye patch or something really super fucking cool like that. It's the only way, Mon-Mons. It's the only way that we'll be able to keep the Coolidge at bay long term. Thank you for the hydrate check. Can you contain papyrus as well? I can. Have to eat, but didn't want to miss quality. Daiya time, glad to have you back. Oh, thank you. Daiya Simi, rest well. She's attempting to breach containment, but she shan't. Not on this day, Mon-Mons. I shall rekindle my resolve. I shall stay steadfast. Yeah. Said like a whole week of sealed Coolidge. Can't even imagine what your family would have thought if it got out. Oh god, what did I say? Because it did get out. And I looked, I can't remember. I think I was like unpacking my bag at the hotel or something. And I think it may have been something along the lines of I want a beignet real bad. I can't remember. But whatever it was, I said it in the Coolidge voice. And like I said it escaped me, and the moment it did, I immediately, my head just snapped, whipped over to look at Mama Fortuna, because I knew she was gonna make fun of me for it. I was like, I knew it. I sensed a tremor in the force. I knew the moment that it happened. I was like, oh, she's gonna make fun of me. I'm gonna get laughed at. I'm gonna get laughed at. Yeah. But it was really funny. It was really funny. And I got to go with Papa Fortuna to a history museum that had some planes and boats and stuff in it. And Papa Fortuna was very excited and very animatedly talking to me about all of the different planes, and I got him a book on a specific model of biplane, and we got to see the plane. Is the biplanes the ones with the two sets? Like the little sticks that connect the bottom set to the top set? Is it? Give me a second. It's a monoplane. My bad. They're monoplanes. So, not biplanes. Not two set. Only one set. I'm stupid. It has the little propellery in the front, and I just assumed. Anyways. So, yeah. Got to, like, point at plane and go, Papa Fortuna, what plane that? And then got to hear 30 minutes of Papa Fortuna talking about plane, and then point at next plane. Papa Fortuna, what that plane? 30 more minutes. Papa Fortuna talking about plane. And do I really know a lot? No, not at all. But it's always really fun to like talk with family members about things that they're passionate about, you know, and support them in the things that they're passionate about. Papa Fortuna, undiagnosed individual. Yeah. Oh yeah. He was in his element. Yeah. It's like pointing at Yuri and asking you what it's about. Yeah, I would say more, cause I don't really talk about Yuri, like, with my family. What do you expect me to talk about that with my family? I don't really talk about those kinds of books with my family, but, Papa Fortuna does know about, you know, my channel. So sometimes, I will sit down and I'll like, recently, I feel like I sound so, like an old businessman is, like, the best way that I can explain it. Because I'll sit down and I'll be like, so you see, here's what I'm working on. You know, like, I'll, like, go into elaborate detail about, like, what I'm doing right now. As far as, like, trying to explain to him. And he's looking at me like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's really funny. Because there's a lot of things, like, obviously there's some things that I'm like when it comes to, like, you know, anything that comes to, like, you know, producing videos and stuff like that makes sense. It's kind of easy to talk about with anyone. But yeah, like, you know, sometimes it's really funny. It's just talking to my dad like he's the investors. No, Papa Fortuna doesn't get the Shark Tank pitch. Papa Fortuna gets that. This is what I'm working on right now pitch. Of, like, Greg D, thank you so much for the super. That can't you yap about VTubers content and Japanese culture? Wait, Disney? Yeah, no. I talk about anime generally. I think is, like, the big overhead big weeb one, right? It's like, has Papa Fortuna seen the 2.0 model? I think he has. I'm pretty sure I have shown him the 2.0 model. Because surely I've shown him something in regards to, like, all of the things I've been working on lately. Probably. Probably in some capacity or another. Yeah. Mama and Papa Fortuna get first dibs of like when like merch happens, like for example like my birthday merch, right? I think I told, I don't know if I ever told Monmons this. I think I did though. For the longest time, I had a standee of myself. I have a standee of myself. I did not get that standee. Like, I didn't get my standee, until a little later. But the reason why I had a standee was actually not because of the fact that I didn't purchase it, and it wasn't one that was sent to me because my stuff wasn't ready yet to be sent out. But I got a copy of my acrylic standee because Papa Fortuna, I almost said Fapa Porfuna? I can't speak. I can't speak what's going on. My goodness, this is what happens when you're long since yapped. But anyway, so the reason why I had a copy of my own acrylic standee was because of the fact that there was a delivery and it was for Papa Fortuna. It's for Papa Fortuna. Papa bought a set of my merch. I don't even remember if I really excitedly told him that there was merch because I was really excited and really happy about, you know, debuting and being there and everything like that. And Papa Fortuna, I actually told him when I got, like, you know, when I started like doing that, like when I got the opportunity and everything like that. And we went over it together and we were like I was listing out the pros and cons. Did Papa Fortuna fully understand? No, but he, you know, I did my best to explain. But yeah, so for the longest time I had a copy of my standee and my dad had a copy of all of the other merch, just to keep. He's like keeping it like it's the, I don't know, like the original copies at like the Reserve or something like that, like the Federal Reserve or something. He's just like keeping them and holding on to them for like, I guess, like for proof that they existed. I don't know. I don't really know. He's very proud and I'm very honored about that. And so until I got my merch, after some, you know, figuring and things like that, then I could finally be like, oh hey, by the way, here's the one to replace the one that I took from you. So very, very nice, very, very sweet, very honored. Yeah, my favorite streamer, Daiya Dortuna. I'm gonna cry. It's like keeping your kids' sports trophies. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I was gonna bring home any sports trophies, so you know. Yeah. So I'm really glad to be so close to my family. I'm glad to be on trips too. It was really fun. The whole time I was like, man, if I could just like I was like, man, if only I could stream in the evenings, that'd be perfect, I think. But it was really fun. I got to relax some. I got to go to some fun, silly little, like, touristy places, and it was really nice. I heard this Daiya and thought, well, that's not wrong. I did not miss you, by the way. Hi, Stinky. Hello, Stinky Stonk Stinker. Yeah. The girls... I wasn't upset about the fact that you had a voice call without me. I think you had two of them. While I was going. There was like two calls with the girlies, and I missed both of them, and I was sitting there, and I literally like would type into the little group chat, like while the girls were in call, and I was like, I miss you. I miss my friends. So I had many. Can't believe this. The betrayal. Can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you. That's what you get for leaving us. Sorry, it was? What? Sorry, my bad. The demon took over for a moment. Couldn't help myself. But, yeah. I'm just really glad to be back. And to be yapping. And to be having a good time. What else did I do? What else did I do while I was there? I did like a lot of like very touristy stuff. And it's been a while since I've done like a really like me being a silly little tourist guy kind of stuff. Because normally when I travel, I either travel with friends, and like we make like an itinerary, or to like go to specific places, or I just kind of like where we drop in style, and I just kind of pick a place and I go there and I just kind of wander around and find fun things to do. I like the spontaneity of it all, right? So like having things like a little tour scheduled and a little this and a little that. It was like, whoa, that's nice. But Daiya, it's so hip and trendy to travel alone to dangerous cities. No. I mean, I've like, I travel alone, but like, it's more fun to travel with friends or family. Not only because there's safety in numbers, but also because of the fact that like, it's so much more fun to be able to turn or like to see a cool thing and then turn to the person, like turn to your friend or to your family member next to you and be like, "You seeing this?" It's very fun. Go on any fun bus tours like a real tourist. It was really fun though. It was really fun. I got to sit and stare out the windows. It's fun. It's fun. But I also walked around a lot, which I had a lot of fun doing. I love wandering around. I may have, so I called, I called an Uber for me and Mama and Papa Fortuna, and it was late, and I think Mama Fortuna told me the right address, but I heard it incorrectly, or I just spaced out for a second. Anyways, I put the numbers in reversed. So, we ended up on the right street, but we ended up, like, really far away. Like, really far away. And so we had to kind of, I mean, not, like, super far, but, like, a good ways. And so we had to hike it. We had to hoof it a little while. At night. And then it was like, oopsies. Well, that happens. Can't be helped. Die on the second floor of the double-decker tour bus, sipping your 3-foot drink and pointing at landmarks. See? I've painted you such a vivid mental picture that you've already been able to succinctly explain my experience so perfectly. Yeah. Your keys up inside your fist? No, because I didn't bring my keys. I didn't bring my keys, Mama. What you think I'm... What, you think I'm gonna unlock the casino from long distance? I do sometimes wish that... I'm gonna say it. You know what? I think it... Wait. Before I say this, I should ask. I should look this up. Are brass knuckles legal in the United States? Okay, it's a state-to-state thing. Then I don't know. I don't know if I could have traveled. I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they would have liked it if I had been like, hey. You know what I mean? But left the keys under a rock, yeah. While unlocking the casino like a golf. If I click the unlock button 2 times, it beeps. And I was walking down the street with the freaking... No! I always keep that mother trunking thing on me. a brick, a pipe, the steel pipe that I'm going to concuss you with. Yes. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. You know? However, a 1918 knife which has brass knuckles as a handle is legal. Huh. I don't need brass knuckles. Grab a chunk of sand in your fist for the extra weight when it's time for fisticuffs. Why would you not just pocket sand them? If you have the sand, why would you not just blind them? Why would you not just blind them? Quick question. Why would you not just blind them? I think blinding them is long-term effective. You know? Can't see if they're KO'd. True. Now, have you ever been in a fight? Do I look like the kind of person who's been in a fight once? No. Pocket sand is temporary. But the eye agony of sand directly in your sight balls is forever. No, Daiya is an ambush predator. It's pouncing and chewing on my. Christian Molto, thank you so much for becoming a type 1 diabetic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like in elementary school, some girl would have stolen your like glue and you'd ball. Hey. Why are you bringing up dark and twisted, fricked up, troubled memories from my past? Okay, Mons, don't do that. Use powdered glass. Pocket sand could be forever. See? If I use asbestos? Wait, can you use... I know it's little glass shards. I don't think you can... Asbestos is kind of fluffy. Is there like a way for me to like compress? Maybe. If I reverse inflate asbestos, can I pocket sand it into people's eyes? Probably not, because touching it's bad. If I wear a hazmat suit, fiberglass powder, and if I wear a hazmat suit with reinforced gloves and I throw fiberglass powder directly into the sight balls of my enemies, do you think that do you think they'll get sick first, or do you think they'll go blind? I think they'll probably go blind first. I think so. Yes. Yeah. Pretty sure you can get sued for half of these methods. Mesopotamia. They'll go blind and contract. No. Asbestos is a long-term exposure thing, isn't it? I think if it's stuck in your sight balls, it's probably pretty long-term. You know, have you seen those head-on commercials? They say it says head-on, apply directly to the forehead, and it says like 15 million times. Yeah. That's why I know that brick throwing is okay. It's okay. Did you know there was a Marvel supervillain called Asbestos Woman? She's arch enemies of the Human Torch, and I think you're becoming her. I don't... Is that real? Is that... Wait. I gotta Google this. Is Asbestos Woman real? Asbestos Woman Marvel. Oh my god. Oh my god. She was. Asbestos Lady. Oh my god. She first appeared in the 1940s? That's crazy. Okay, I'm a huge fan. I love it. I love it. Condiment Man's also real. So is a villain by the name of Big Wheel. God, I hope he's a big wheel of cheese. Or he's like a rat guy. Asbestos Woman sounds like a great Mega Man robot master. Yeah, honestly, true. Her theme would go crazy. I should become Microplastics Man. Please don't consume microplastics. Not any more than you already do naturally. she canonically died from... No, Stiltsman is still your favorite? What's Stiltsman? Stiltsman. He got telescopic stilts. He just real tall. His power is being over 6 feet tall, Mon. I too one day shall get telescopic stilts, and then I too can be above 6 feet tall. I go for microplastics when you enjoy macroplastics, huh? That's what you're like when they talk about getting your macros in. That's what they're talking about, right? Your macroplastics. Do you have a favorite funny commercial to watch? I really like Long Long Man. I really like Head On. I really like the Slap Chop You're Gonna Love My Nuts guy. What are some other good ones? I love all of the ShamWow and the to show you the power of flex tape. I saw this boat in half. You know, those kind of things. Daiya, do you need any PC hardware from Throne? Yes. I need to put PC parts on Throne. And look at Daiya standing. I assume she has to duck to be 6 foot. Thanks. I'm pretty tall. Yeah. That's a lot of damage, yeah. Slap Chop Vince sure was an interesting character. I don't know anything other than the You're Gonna Love My Nuts commercial. I don't think I remember any of the others. But there was a I do remember though the Fortuna family having a Slap Chop. Does that height include the hat, the heels and tiny hat? He went to jail? Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. He went to jail? What? He went to jail? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I should... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. Arnor. 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 Actually, yes, I do. Google time. Well, you brought this upon yourself. Slap chopped a little too close to the sun. Yep. The wrong person. They were gonna love his nuts. Oh no. No, Mom, you can't say that. The police report stated that the woman had bitten onto his tongue and refused to let go. Me when I bite Mon-Mons and I bite Mon-Mons and I bite Mon-Mons. You've slapped your last chop, bozo. Anyways, let's no longer talk about incarcerated, like, TV personalities. How about? Glad that we experienced that moment of history together. I don't think I've ever seen a real slap chop on a VTuber hand cam. If I can find it, I will show you the slap chop. Ano-san, thank you so much for 7 months of being a type 1 diabetic. Thank you. Lucky 7. Yippee, 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 yippee. Thank you for your support. Fantastic. Amazing. Inspirational. Ah. Truly we live in the dumbest times imaginable. You know, things to be silly. Things to be silly goofy. And silly goofy. The Fortuna Zats is where we go down any rabbit hole all the time, constantly. I'm losing my mind at any given moment because there's too much information. Do you ever sniff your stuffed animals? So when I was little, I had a stuffed animal of one of the girls from Strawberry Shortcake, but it wasn't Strawberry Shortcake, it was the coconut scented one. I don't know what her name was. She was like blonde, and I think it was like a little pajama. Strawberry Shortcake. Coconut. Anyways, there's one of them. What is her name? Oh, Coconut character. What was her name? Coco Calypso. Okay, so that, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. It's not her. It's this one. It's like, she smelled like, she definitely smelled like coconut though. But I'm trying to find her and I can't find her. Anyways, she was a soft plush toy, like a soft plush toy doll of like a blonde girl in a blue outfit that smelled like coconut. Anyways, that's all you need to know. And I used to sniff her head before. She was so comforting and relaxing, the smell was, and I liked to hold her when I was little, that I would hug her and I would sniff her head to go to sleep. It makes it sound really weird, but it was very comforting, okay? It was very comforting. So, I have a 1998 Blue's Clues plushie, and out of habit I sniff her. I don't know why, but I've been so much place. That is a really, really interesting thing to say. That's stuffed animal have a coconut smell in the head. Yeah, she smelled like coconut. She smelled like coconut. So like, she smelled like coconut. So because of that, you know, that's why she loves Lily, who smells like coconut. Yeah, Lily smells like blue Hawaiian syrup. Like she smells like coconut. Like it makes sense. It's cool. My cat's head smells good. We all sniff somebody's head now and then. Yeah. Start sniffing people's heads. It's normal, you know? How else are you gonna tell your friends and your stuffed animals that you care about them? You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing truly shows your affection like sniffing people's heads. You know what? This has gone down a level of. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I'm going with this one, but you know, I'm sure going somewhere, for better or for worse. How'd they get that coconut smell? I don't know. This is my coworker now, and every now and then and telling me smells good. Sometimes you walk past someone and they just smell insanely good. Like, I like to pick out perfumes and like my shampoos and stuff based on how good they smell. Like obviously how good quality, but also I really like to smell good, right? So I don't know, every once in a while though, I find somebody and they smell really good and I like have that moment of like, I can't go talk to this person, this random human person, and be like, hey, so like, why do you smell like that? What make you smell like that? You know? I can't just do that, because that's kind of invasive. And also, I don't want to interact with people on that level. But, like, how doth one smell like that, You know? Yeah, smell is important. That's true. That's true. I think, honestly, like, investing in a perfume or a cologne that is not too heavy, but that is, like, really nice, it's a good investment. It makes you feel fancy. It makes you feel more confident. You know? You know, obviously you don't wear perfume all the time or anything like that. I don't wear it super often. It's like a dressy up thing. If someone asked me what cologne I use on the train, I'd immediately assume I had way too much on. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like, I don't want to be weird and be like, hey, you smell real good. What smell you? You know, like I don't want to be that person. But like, you know, you absolutely can. I bet it'll make their day. Yeah, but like, I don't want to. I don't know. You know? It's also like already like. I don't know. One of the only parts I miss about working at a coffee shop is smelling like coffee. Ugh. I don't like to drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. However, the smell of coffee is so nice. Something that they don't tell you about bartending is that Sometimes when I work behind the bar at the casino, I just end up smelling like a beer. And that's not a good smell. That's not a smell you want to smell like, Mon. I'm the smell, not a fan of the taste of the drink at all. Yeah. Coffee smells so good. By my old man cologne on the ultra rare occasion I go somewhere that would call for it. Ooh. Fancy. Oh, the big beer. Big beer. Big beer. People love beer. Yeah, but you don't want to smell like beer. It smells so strong. Yeah. It's not good, one. It's the smell of coffee enough to wake me up for the day. When I pass by someone and they smell like a cigarette, I die. Literal. We were out walking and there was like a little like a walkway, and the person who was directly in front of me was smoking a cigarette, and because they were walking forward and the wind was blowing the like behind him toward us, it blew the smoke directly into my face and I just full on started like choke coughing. And I had to like literally like turn around and like walk into another area so that I could like breathe long enough to be able to catch my breath so I could stop coughing and then go about my day. Cause I'm not good with the tobacco smoke. I can't. It makes my throat all scratchy. I think I have a mild allergy to it. I don't think I do. I don't think I know that, but still, not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Yeah. One smell tolerable. Good. You better. Please smell nice. Thank you. Ironically, tobacco cologne is nice. I guess I'll believe that when I smell it. Is it just tobacco or vapes too? Because IQOS stuff is super popular here, and since no cigarettes, it gets a big pass. I don't really know. Pardon me. I can't say that I've been somebody who's been like, man, I want to figure that out. I don't really worry about it. I've been meaning to get into cologne and perfume, but I don't know where to start. I would love to do this sometime and like talk about and like break down some perfumes, but unfortunately I'm not super knowledgeable on it either. So maybe what I'll do is I'll learn up and then I'll teach Mons a little bit. Yeah. Speaking of tobacco, 4 days no smokes. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so. I'm super duper proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. That's amazing. That's super cool. I'm so proud of you. Each and every day is a new milestone, and I'm so proud of you for taking that step. If you go to a perfume shop, they can help you choose a scent. True, they can. They can help you. You can kind of... one of the biggest things with perfume is like literally just going around and like sniffing and just seeing what kind of scents you like, and then trying them on yourself and seeing your pH can like the way that your skin absorbs a scent and the way that your like natural like your oils and everything like that, your whatever perfume or cologne you wear will change a little bit scent wise. So it may not smell quite the same as it did when it was like in the bottle or like when you first spray it as it does on your skin. So I would say honestly, like going somewhere where you can try them on is a really, really good option, just because then that way you can kind of give that a try. I've heard some nice things about the original Egyptian perfumes, the modern recreations. That is, whoa, I'm not familiar with those, but they sound really interesting. I'd love to give them a try. There's some videos that I really like watching about like ancient like health practices and things like that. There's like an ASMR artist, I don't remember what her name is, but she's like, she works for a museum, and so she gets to like takes some of the like, she has like some of the either replicas or actual artifacts sometimes when she's taking them home for like analysis, I guess, or something. And she'll show them and she'll do like ASMR with them and like explaining about them, and they're so interesting and it knocks me out every time. I like perfumes, and that's 100% true. Your skin pH can be the difference between heaven or hell. Yeah, yeah. Scent science is interesting. It is. It is. It's pretty neat. I tend to like I really like clean. There's oh my goodness, what is it called? There's like a perfume line. There's like a group of perfumes. I can't remember what they're called, but the brand is like actually intentionally. It's not this one. Oh, I would like to try this one. This one sounds really interesting. There's like, let me see here. There's a person who does like essentially like turning films into perfumes, which I think is really interesting. So there's one that's called Inexcusable Evil that's really interesting. And the notes are gunpowder and ozonic notes. Middle notes are blood, iodine, flowers, copaiba balm, cypriol oil, or nagarmotha, and guaiac wood. And then base notes are concrete, rain, incense, and sandalwood. And there's like a bunch of other like perfumes in that vein, but there's like specifically one I'm trying to think of. It's like really crazy. And like I can't remember what it is. I'm gonna figure this out. Give me a second. It's like I'm trying to figure it out. I can't remember the name of it. There's like it's gonna drive me insane. Oh well. Well, I'll figure it out later. But yeah, there's like a bunch of them that have like really strange notes too. You should check the house Toskovat. Toskovat. This might. Was this the one I was looking at? No. Yeah, Inexcusable Evil is one of these. Inexcusable Evil is one of them. Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about these. Yeah, the Toskavats are, I believe, all based on films, but I'm not sure. But a good number of them are. Yeah. Really interesting. Just driving some diesel fuel behind my ears. Right? This is Evil is diabolic. That made me sad, but in a good way. Some are based on actual stories. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I rather prefer it when they're based on fiction rather than reality. I don't know. Just the nature of it, you know? There's some things that are better left to fiction, I think. But VTuber perfume. Maybe one day. I would like to have like, I think honestly the big ones for me, I think I would want the vibes to be like amber. I think I would want to do amber, bourbon, and maybe leather and sandalwood. Something like that. Something like that. I would want it to be something that like Mon-Mons and Mon-Mons could use. And that every Mon-Mon could enjoy. And also that would smell nice enough that I would also want to wear it. Leather's just a really nice scent, I think. Their perfumes aren't to wear but to experience. Yeah, it's literally olfactory art. It's a Zippo branded candle, almost exactly what you described. They were excellent. Yeah. Sandalwood's really nice. I also really like, honestly, frankincense is also a really nice smell. But I think that would be like a really warm, nice, like, comfy smell. Leather jackets are almost as good to sniff as cats' heads. I'm seeing. Really like oak moss, but it's hard. pH can make it bitter. Oh. You know, I don't think I've actually smelled oak moss before. I guess I gotta go start sniffing oak trees. Start walking around going... just like that. Wonder if liking leather is built in from the caveman days. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I like the whale vomit smell. What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. What is that? New Daiya for perfume. Soap, lavender, and barbecue. Call it shower rinse. Oh, heck yeah. I've been wanting to make, okay, so there's a thing. You might not know what it is. Depends on how, like, old-timey you are, Monmons. Do you know what a sachet is? Like what a sachet is? It's spelled S-A-C-H-E-T. Spelled like sachet. So it's... Yeah. The type of twirl? No. Not that. Not sachet. Yeah, I mean, it is a sachet, but like it's not that spelling. Different. Don't say it's old-timey. I mean, it's kind of old-timey, right? But it's like normally it's different dried herbs or flowers placed into a piece of fabric or a piece of paper, and then placed in your, like, maybe in the drawers of your chest of drawers, or in your closet, or sometimes people will put them in their pillow. I really like to put mine in my pillow, so that my pillow smells nice, like in my pillowcase. And I've been thinking about, I saw recently, I was at a craft fair, and I saw somebody who made with, I think, some kind of beans, maybe? I can't remember what they were. Some kind of little hot... Oh, no, it was rice. It was with rice and lavender. With rice and dried lavender. They made a, like, neck pillow that you could toss in the microwave and heat up, and it smelled like lavender. And I want one really bad. So I've been thinking about maybe making some sometime. Attaché and sachet both have attaché in them, both contain something. Yeah, true. Attaché case. I don't think I've ever heard anyone pronounce that word out loud. I never knew how to pronounce it. It depends on the person. I've heard some people use, like, sachet, but I don't think that's right. Long rice and long socks, perfect for neck pain. Yeah, I just think it sounds so nice. Putting a sachet in my docky net. Yeah, do it. Do it. Lavender's so lovely. There's a reason why some of the most popular perfumes have it. Yeah, I really like lavender. I like lavender because it's one of those things that's just, it's like sleepy time comforting. I don't know how to explain it other than it's just relaxing and kind of soothing. Just by itself, by nature. It's really nice. If you haven't had the opportunity to, yeah, you can totally say sachet too. Like, I don't know what the preferred pronunciation is, but both are applicable, I think. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I like lavender. I like rose. It's more subtle, but it's definitely a classic. I think a lot of people talk about. Lavender is also a really good ingredient in baking. True. I actually really like lavender syrups in like lemonade. I really like lavender lemonade, and I really like lavender in like green tea. Very big fan. I've never love the red hot scent. Oh, I've never heard of Asiatic lilies. I don't think I've ever smelled one before. But I really like that. I also really recently I was curious about it because I saw a Spubbies, I saw Starbucks, and I am not normally somebody who consumes Starbucks, but Mama Fortuna likes it. And so since we were on a trip, Mama Fortuna was like, I'm gonna grab something from Starbucks. And I was like, I am also gonna grab something from Starbucks. I am also going to do that, I think. And so I did. And I got up there in line and I was looking at all the holiday flavors and I was like, I feel like, because I was talking to Mom once about how I've never tried a pumpkin spice before. I feel like I'm so like biased against it inherently. I feel like I should give it a try. I was thinking about it. I was like, but I don't really want to have something that's like exclusively pumpkin spice flavor. That seems a little intense. And so I created a concoction. I just asked for pumpkin spice, like the syrup or the powder or whatever, to just be sprinkled into my normal matcha latte. And it was good. It was quite yummy. It was good. I don't know if that's a normal thing that people do, but it was yummy. And something pumpkin today was mediocre and overpriced. Unfortunately, all too common. Very common. Concoction, you say? I didn't mix too many things. I don't want to create a complicated alphabet soup for, you know, the poor baristas to try to decipher as I stumble out words that don't even make sense in my own head, much less in theirs. You know? Yeah, it comes in a like a caramel like a liquid pump. Yeah. So I just asked for a little pump of it. Did it come out with chunks? Nope. The only chunks in it were the ice cubes. And it was great. It was delicious. It was fantastic. Fellow baristas have way more complicated orders, thank goodness. Yeah, I like to have my little green tea latte with my oat milk, my little matcha latte with my oat milk. And I have to be like, "Both oat milk, please." And they look at me, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And I'm like, "Please don't give me milk or I will die. Thank you." Please do not give me milk. No matter how much I ask for milk, I will die. I won't die, I'll just regret existing. Get some pumpkin spice cake, it's so good. It's all just nutmeg. Yeah! Everything in a homemade cold brew. That sounds really yummy. I was gonna guess Mama Fortuna's a matcha lady too. She is not. She's a caramel lady. She likes caramel frappuccinos and caramel like mochas and stuff. Yeah, she likes a caramel frappuccino is her big one, but she really likes all sorts of different like dessert kind of caramely. She also really likes mocha too. But yeah, I feel like milk lattes are more common than that milk now. Yeah, true. I'm glad oat milk has become more common. Thoughts on hojicha? Hojicha is pretty good. I like hojicha. I also am very hojicha is like roasted. I haven't gotten to drink much hojicha. But what I've had has been good. It's a very strong flavor, but it's good nonetheless. I really like mugicha. I really like barley tea. I didn't really like it originally, but there's a place. Is it just called Tendon? Is the chain just called Tendon? I don't think so. Is it just called Tendon? There's a tempura. There's a Tendon shop. Oh goodness, I can't type this in English, but it's not gonna work. Maybe? I don't know. It's so it's like it's donburi, so it's a rice bowl, but it's got tempura on the top. And there's a tendon place that has like a yellow and blue logo. And I used to go there pretty often, and I would order tendon, but they don't give you green tea. Like most places give you matcha and like water, and then you can make it yourself with however strong or however weak you want it to be. They don't do that. They give you a big old pitcher. They give you a big old pitcher of mugi, of barley, And you don't have any other option. I mean, maybe you have water if you're lucky, if you ask for it. But like normally, your option is like mugicha or bust. So, and I don't want to be rude. So, like I started drinking mugicha, and I was like, at first I was like, man, I do not like this. This leaf water is really, really strong. It is very gross. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's really grown on me to the point where like I'll start to crave it. So I'll go to the little store and I'll get the little bottle. Every once in a while, I'll have my little sippy sip. It really is good over ice and the summer. It's very yummy. It's very yummy. It's a strong flavor. It's definitely something you gotta get used to. And I definitely recommend drinking it with something to eat. Because, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of just drinking it by itself. I'm not a big fan of oolong. I like oolong. I can only enjoy iced tea. Iced tea's good. Barley is an iced tea. It's normally well, I mean, it's prepared hot too, but I think. But I really like it iced. Like the otter meme that keeps having water. Yeah, exactly. Eventually, you'll come to like it. I promise. I promise you. Eventually, you'll come to like it. It's just it's an acquired taste. I feel like I believe in myself that I will feel the same way about natto one day, but I don't know. I tricked Papa Fortuna and my uncle into eating natto when they came to visit me when I lived overseas, and that was worth its weight in gold. That was. I wish I had like recorded it. I wish I had photographic memory and could just remember that moment over and over and over and replay it in my head over and over again. Because oh my goodness, it was so good. I was so proud of myself. Daiya evil tuna. No, it's cultural. It's a cultural experience, momons. If you're going to travel, is it not worth it to experience all of it? Also, my first trip, I had to experience natto. If I have to eat the evil beans, so does everyone else. Okay? They're not really evil. They're just different. Different than what I'm used to. Different than what my palate is, you know, adjusted. Keep your slimy beans away. No, mon. We're gonna appreciate the the slimy beans. Cultural hazing. Oh yeah. And the cycle continues. Yeah. I'm perpetuating harm. It's okay. But it was really funny. You also call it cultural exchange when you send us to the wet train room. That's yeah. So does everyone else. Sounds like you're holding your victims at gunpoint. Oh no. So it sounds like you're going down with me. Yeah. I had to experience it. Texture's important. That's my big thing, is that I'm really texture sensitive. It's the goop strings I like looking at. I don't like neba ryori. I don't really like that's the term for it. It's like the really, like, the sticky, slimy food is neba. And I don't really like neba food or texture in general. So I'm kind of inherently weak to that kind of thing. I don't like okra. I don't actually know what it's called, even though I've had it in tendon and other stuff like that. I don't like the inside of okra because it's kind of that gooey consistency. I like the taste of it, and I'll eat it, but it's not very good. I'm not a very big fan of the texture. Neba, yeah. So it's texture over taste? No, it's taste over texture. It's why I like pudding, and I like flan. And I will eat them even though I'm so weak to the texture that I will literally like start having like really serious problems. Like I'll be sitting there being like dying on the inside over the texture, but I will continue to shovel it into my mouth because even though I really don't like the texture of like pudding and flan, like Japanese pudding and or flan, I really love the flavor of it. To the point I'll be sitting there and I'll be like smiling with it in my mouth, and I look like I'm suffering, like full, like on the verge of tears. At least okra's rare. I don't like whole shrimps. If it's ground up, it's fine for me. Oh, I love shrimps. I love scrimps. I heard okra's good in Cajun cooking. It's so good in gumbo. Raw okra's delicious. Yeah, I have not had raw. I've only had cooked. Okay, it's cooked. It's good in cooked. It's good in cooking. But yeah, if it's... What about tiramisu? No, tiramisu is just fluffy enough, like whipped cream. Whipped cream is fine. It's the sticky puddingy part. I can't eat pudding or jello. Flan is like on the edge of those two things. It's like sometimes safe and sometimes not. I don't know how to explain it. Like, depends on how like cheesecakey the texture is. If it's cheesecake or like whipped cream, it's fine. But if it's like pudding, like if it's too much like American boxed pudding, it's bad. Who up gumming the bow? Almost. Can you eat caramels? I've never had like a caramel. Does tres leches affect you the same way? I haven't actually had it before, I don't think. Yeah. I'm so sorry you keep getting barraged and attacked by a bunch of links. I mean to put the timers a little bit further apart on those. We'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Have a good high quality caramel. Oh, I'll give it a try sometime. Caramel. Momons, I've had so much fun hanging out together, but I'm starting to get sleepy. I've been up since really early this morning. Ugh, pardon me. I've been up since really early this morning, and it's been really fun, and I really enjoyed it. And it's 1,010% worth it. But I will say, I have all myself a little bit eepy. Can we get Daiya Fortuna channel to go and stim every now and then too? Let's set it to a redeem stimming time. I do need my bed rest. It might be sleepy time. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I had a really fun time, and I hope that you did too. I hope that you had a lovely, lovely time today yapping and catching up. And I will see you again tomorrow for a fun announcement, followed by... Oh, pardon me, sorry. Followed by Silent Hill. Yippee yippee! Thank you so much, everyone, for yapping with me today. It was so fun. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Bye bye for now.